And welcome back. Excuse me. Dead. Oh my goodness. But finally, she started with the attack that I want her to. Oops, that was the wrong thing. And now I'm dead. I didn't have the Estus ready. Ah. She started with the attack I wanted her to, but I had it messed up from the start because I had the wrong item ready. Because I was dumb. I don't need that firebomb in the rotation. It's just more potential for messing up that I don't need. You would think, as many times as I've been up here, that I wouldn't turn the wrong way after climbing that ladder, but I still do. Like, at least 30% of the time, I go the wrong direction at the top of that ladder. Let's go. Wasn't as great as it could have been, but could have been a lot worse. Nope. Don't grab me, please. Ooh, that was nice. Drink, drink, drink. I'm dead. I almost wasn't. Well, that wasn't the worst. Wasn't good, but it wasn't the worst. Stop doing that. Hey, Raiders, welcome in. Juker, thank you for the raid. I hope you're doing well tonight. Welcome to Dark Souls 2. Teddy, welcome in. We're having a pretty slow, quiet night tonight, my friends. It's censored. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I don't know what the I don't know what got gobbled up there in the chat window. Finish Mario Eclipse. It's a very good hack. Right on. GG's on the achievement. Do you like it? Do you like it better than Vanilla Mario Sunshine? I gotta say, I'm not a very big Mario Sunshine fan. Mario Sunshine, I think, is a game that begins extremely promising, but by the time I get done with it, I'm really sick of it. It has vanilla in it, so yes. Fixes a lot of the issues of Sunshine. There's a lot of things to fix in that game. Sunshine. I played Sunshine when it was new, and I really liked it. You know, when I played it, like as a, I guess I was in middle school or high school. I think I was in high school, um, and I liked it, and I had a lot of fun with it. But there are some parts of it that are just indefensible. Some shines don't kick you out. You got some new moves, new characters, new levels. Sounds like a blast. I feel like I've seen a few streamers checking it out, but I haven't actually seen it firsthand myself. Luigi is basically better Mario. uh, but Piantissimo is the real hero. He has some incredible movement. Doesn't get to flood, but he can double jump. Oh, the double jump is my favorite move. I love any game with a double jump. If I could have a real life superpower, right? Some people would choose like invisibility. Some people would want to fly. Me, I'm humble. I'd settle for a double jump. The most useless, the most useless waste of a wish for a superpower. uh, so we're having a pretty slow night on the stream tonight. I'm up against a boss that I'm pretty stuck at. I've been banging my head against it for a few hours. I got really close. I got really close on 2 or 3 attempts. So I know I can take this boss down. It's just a matter of getting. It's just a matter of having the right luck. At this point, really, I have and maybe a better feel for a few of the moves, but mostly I think it's just luck. If the boss decides to do the right sequence of attacks, I'll be fine. But until that happens, I'm kind of banging my head against the wall. But we soldier forth. There was some speculation, there was some doubt. Some people in the chat were wondering if I was going to break and ask for a hint or some help or advice, and of course my reply was never. I am sticking to the principles of the blind playthrough. So if you've come in, if you're unfamiliar with the stream, you may hear me complain and ask a lot of rhetorical questions, but I assure you, as I like to chat and I encourage conversation, but we have a very strict view of spoilers and backseating on this stream. So please be very careful that none of your comments in the chat directly or accidentally feed me with any information that I don't already completely know. Because we want to keep the experience as raw and organic and natural as possible, no matter how ugly it may be. Oh yeah, so the command is actually DS2. There is, and it's actually, I think it's out of date. It is. It's out of date. Because I have also, in addition to that, I have completed the Executioner's Chariot, the Covetous Demon, and the Skeleton Lords. The Chariot was actually really easy. It was actually really easy for me because I just tucked myself into a little hole in the wall and sneakily fired crossbow bolts until the chariot died. It took forever. It took like half an hour. I courageously hid in the wall and cheesed the chariot with crossbow bolts. Shame you played Skeleton Lord without the online. You missed the classic message. Don't give up, skeleton. Always encourage a little rooting for the bosses. My Punch-Out playthrough. I've got one regular chat member who's an avid fan of Don Flamenco, and will cheer for Don at any opportunity during my Punch-Out playthroughs or my Punch-Out attempts. Alright, so this is the boss I'm banging my head against the wall here, and I'm going for, I've experimented with, bringing a couple different, like, types of items and preparation into the battle, but, what's really getting me further than anything else is just dumb brute force, so that's the strategy now. Oh, if those didn't miss. I think I'm dead. Yeah. I've gotten the boss down to like 20% health, and I think I would have had her, but she scooped me up with her scoop attack and crushed me to death. And if that attack had missed, I had her health low enough at one point. If that attack had missed, my stamina was all the way full, and if I had just wailed on her with the axe, I think it would have been enough to kill her. So I had one that was I was right there, and she insta-killed me. It's heartbreaking. Kind of surprising you're playing this tonight and not Friday the 13th on NES. So we played that earlier this year. I played it for the first time. So I actually already did that one. Yeah. And that's why I didn't. I was going to. So the thing was, because I did that one earlier in the year, I was going to do Nightmare on Elm Street on Friday the 13th, and I kind of did, because I thought that would be kind of funny, since Freddy and Jason have sort of this like rivalry. I thought it'd be funny to play the opposite game on the day. So, but I played it yesterday because I didn't want to mess up the Dark Souls schedule, because some of my regulars are really pleased with this playthrough, and I don't want to throw the day off once the pattern's been set. So we played it last night instead. It's surprisingly good with 4 players. I mean, I was having fun with 1 player. I thought it's okay. I didn't beat it though. I think I made it to the very end. I made it to a boss rush, so I figure that has to be the end of the game. But that last level is just so hard. The first 6 are all reasonable, and then it gets really, really bogus right at the end. There's some nasty jumps. That I keep bleeding lives away on. I made 5 or 6 runs at it last night, and I'll go back and probably beat it next week. I think next time I play it, I'll beat it. But it's pretty good. I think I like it better than Friday the 13th. It's maybe not as interesting of a game as Friday the 13th, since it's just kind of standard platformer. But I mean, I really like standard platformers, so I'm pretty much going to be happy every time you give me that kind of game. I really liked that. I really liked that multiplayer Friday the 13th game that used to be around several years ago. I didn't play a whole lot of it. I got into it kind of late after it was already sort of dying down. Um, and then I played it, and then I it's one of the few games I ever played on Steam, actually. I don't do PC games a lot, but I did play that game on the PC, um, and it was a lot of fun. It's buggy and janky and broken, but that also made it really magical sometimes. If you never played the Interactive Museum of Movie Memorabilia, you should. Interactive Museum of Movie Memorabilia. I don't think I've ever even heard of that. But I played that game on the... I played it on Steam, and then I played the Switch version as well for a while. That was in Friday the 13th? Oh. I think I missed that feature. It's a really cool offline thing where you solve puzzles. It leads to the next update that never happened due to license issues. Jason X. Oh. Huh. Yeah, I never played through that. I never played through that part. Hmm. Maybe I'll check that out. Maybe I'll check that out one night. I never really looked at the like offline stuff for that. I really only just played the multiplayer. Oh, I didn't drink fast enough. I think I'm dead. I'm dead. I deserve that. It led to nothing, but it was one of the coolest ways to tease a new update for a game. It makes me think of just the what was the let me read the where was the title again? Interactive Museum of Movie Memorabilia. It makes me think of the in the DVD collection for Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, there was a bonus disc full of a bunch of like random special features, but the disc was like a the disc menu was like set up to where like you're exploring a haunted house, and like all of the features are like hidden like randomly in this really complicated menu. You just click around and explore and like stumble upon like a music video or a clip from an interview or something like that. And it was... I don't remember it super well because it's been a couple decades since I've looked at it, but I feel like I remember it being really, really cool and like a cute way to like have fun with the extras, but then also if there's something specific you wanted to check out, an absolute horror story to try and find anything specific. Virtual Cabin 2.0. Wait a minute, is there something on... Oh, no. I thought... I saw this thing on the wall here, just like this horizontal line. I thought it was a lever. I thought I was walking past something interactive over and over again without noticing it. Drink faster. Oh no, my stamina. Oh no, my health bar. That seemed like it was going really well for about 3 seconds. I apologize for jinxing it. Hey, like Bane. I think I had one really good attempt when you were away. I think I had one really good attempt. It wasn't as good as my best one, but it was really close. I thought I was gonna have it. Hey, Christian Cool, welcome in. Happy weekend to you. I think I got about one more hour of stamina in me tonight for attempting this. I mean, I always try to wrap up around 5 a.m. I could theoretically go a little later, but we'll see. We'll see how I'm doing an hour from now. Come on, stagger her. Drink. Your health bar fills up too quick. Our health bar fills back up too quick. I feel like I should have been doing better on that attempt than I was. I feel like the amount of damage in her health bar did not reflect accurately how well I thought I was doing. Yeah. She's pretty obnoxious that way. Yeah. I can go get some more green blossoms. I think that is an item that it is worthwhile to have, to at least use one before the fight, because I, I have a very stamina-heavy approach to life. So anything that boosts my stamina is... Please don't reach me. No! We'll do that. I'll start hunting for green blossoms again. Because they're right near the boss anyway. So it's like one of those things where you see something on sale and you're like, I'm losing money if I don't buy it. See, there's the boss, and there's a whole bunch of mushrooms right up here. And I didn't get anything. Oh, well, maybe next time. That's right. Life gems are nothing to me now. Uh-oh. No! I wasn't watching! I should have got out of the way! We've spurned the life jump lifestyle. I know. I look at my days as a life jump junkie with utter remorse. I'm so glad I've kicked the habit. Might have to farm a few souls for for a few fire bombs here after a while. I know there are other ways to break these pots, but the firebomb is like super efficient. And there we go, green blossom. Green blossom, come on. Ah. No, we no longer bear. We may be bearer of the curse, but we no longer bear our expensive life gem habit. I know it cost me. How much did I? What am I stuck on? Bogus. Well, good thing I have some life gems in my pocket. I'm gonna use them right now to get my health back up. Uh-oh, I didn't use enough. She's doing that lunge attack a lot, and I'm not getting to take advantage of it quite as much as I'd like. No. Hi, Angelus. Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you had a good stream tonight, my friend. Looks like you were playing something called Nightmare Files. Is that another point-and-click adventure? Angelus is a big fan, my friends, of retro games, and frequently will explore the jankier territory. A lot more focused on retro PC games. Not exclusively, but way heavier than I am. So, like, DOS games and some of those, like, earlier computer games. It's an indie horror game, PlayStation 1 style mechanics. Oh, so it's a newer... Is it a newer game? Just in a throwback style? Uh-oh. It's a new game. Takes place in 1984. Classic year. Hopefully it was a good time. I've been struggling with this same boss all night. I had a really dumb strategy that I thought was really good. I think it was good in principle, but terrible in execution. And now I have a strategy that is somewhat smarter, but still relies very heavily on luck. So I'm not really going much of anywhere, but eventually I'm gonna get it. I'm now like in a position where it's like I just do the same thing over and over again, and usually it goes really bad, but like every like 10 to 15 tries it goes really well for some reason. So just, you know, Just hang in there. Stick with it. Brute force it. We've got this. Oh, hey, yeah. Wait a minute. I think I know this game. I think I have seen some footage of this game. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the clap on, clap off, the lights. Yeah, I think I know the game. I think I actually know this game. Not very well, but uh that game's a neat short horror game. Yeah, I think that's where I saw it, Juker. I think I saw Vine Sauce play it. The monster's really creepy. He's entirely black but with a red face. Is that the game where the protagonist is blind? Um, I don't I don't think that's the one. It sounds neat too. It's yeah, it's a real small indie horror game. Um where you're basically the idea is that you're house sitting for someone, and there are all these there are all these super obvious clues in the house that the person you're house sitting for is like a serial killer. Like they're very they're like very poorly hidden bodies, and they're literally like like books that are like how to get away with murder and stuff like that, scattered throughout the house. But then like yeah, there's a also a mechanic where a creepy monster comes after you. So it's full of jump scare. I probably spoiled too much in my enthusiasm for describing it. I had to restart a couple times because I was supposed to water the plants and my water cam kept vanishing. Drink quick. Ah, don't die. Dead. I never watch the capture when I'm playing, and I was doing it just now, and it's just the delay is incredible. I keep coming up here to grab green blossoms, and I forget to use them. Died a few times to the monster. Tried to get out of the locked door. I thought I was supposed to hide somewhere, but no matter where I hide, the monster found me. Had to look up what I was supposed to do, and I felt really stupid. It can be hard. It can be hard to know sometimes, right? And if you're not, like... If you're not unreasonably committed to torturing yourself like I am, then... You know, looking something up is not the worst thing to do. It's not the worst thing to do all the time. I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble. Will you please do something I can dodge? No? Oh well, I tried. I said please. I thought that was the winning strat. Oh yeah, yeah. Without without checkpoints. A good checkpoint can really make or break an experience, right? The game Adam's Family Values. The game Adam's Family Values on Super Nintendo. I pretty much that game went from like a 7 out of 10 in my opinion to a -3 out of 10 in my opinion, just because of some bad checkpoint shenanigans. I hate that game. I hate that game passionately because of its bad checkpoints. Hey, Chozo, welcome back. Sounds like retro games, Juker says. Hey, Scarecrow, welcome in. Sorry I haven't been around much of the stream. I've been lurking. No worries, Chozo. I mean, not a whole lot's been going on. It's been a pretty quiet night, and I haven't been making much progress. I'm confident I will eventually beat this boss now, though. I had my doubts before. I had some doubts for a while. I know I can make it happen now. It's just a matter of waiting for the right luck. I may visit Adam's Family Values again with the ROM hack that improves it. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. That game starts really promising. I was really excited because I like top-down adventure games, and like I just don't know of enough of them. You know, it's very like it's a very much like a Link to the Past or a Lundra, and I really like those kind of games. But the way the checkpoints work, it's so hard to refill your health in that game. The only way to refill your health is with a consumable item that you have to wait for a specific character to give you at particular intervals. And there are points where you can hit checkpoints with no health and no way to get back to that character. And even if you get back to her, she might not even have any of the health items in stock. So essentially, like you get stuck with 1 HP and no means of restoring your health in any direction in the game, and it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating to be stuck in that position because like the only thing you could do is just shut it off and put your password in again, and go back however many hours since you last got a password. It's so irritating to have that kind of thing happen to you. If it if they had like a minimum health that it resets you with at checkpoints, like half your health or even like 3 or 5 hearts, it still wouldn't be good, but it'd be something. Like I got stuck and lost hours of progress because of a checkpoint that locked me with a single piece of health in between two zones that were filled with treacherous enemies in either direction. It didn't matter. There's nowhere I could go. Oh, it was brutal. It really just broke my any sort of goodwill I had toward that game. Uh, for a hot minute, I was sure there was no way you were clearing this boss. It looked a little it looked a little dicey for a while, but yeah, I think it's gonna happen. There's a 0.5% chance progress. Speaking of Alundra, did you see that we got Alundra content in 2024? I didn't. The Astrobot game has an Alundra level in it? I didn't know that. I don't know much about Astrobot. That's a PlayStation game? I think it's a platformer, like a 3D platformer. It has an Alundra level, though. I have pretty mixed feelings about Alundra. I think it's a huge PS5 exclusive. Each level is basically a different Sony game. That might be kind of fun. I don't really know Sony's catalog super well. Um, I might have to do some homework before I'd really be able to appreciate it. Not that I have not that I have a PlayStation 5 or anything. So it's a long way off for me, but could be a cute idea. Devs are open to it coming to PC. And that's another thing. Yeah, when your health is low in that game, your attack is severely weakened. The attack is bad to begin with in that game because it's asymmetrical and your character sprite is really wide, so enemies rush you and your beam is always a little off to one side where they'll it misses them and they run up and hit you in the chest, and it feels irritating. It's such an annoying game. Sony is what Nintendo kind of is now. Most of their games are made by second parties. PlayStation 5 has Demon Souls Remake, that's it. It has no games, the PS5. I'll never be able to afford it. Not the one that's on a $700. Yeah. I'm not really torn up about not having one. I don't ever keep up with the current stuff really, except Nintendo. I always want to have the latest Nintendo thing, but so far as anything else, I'm good. It's worth it for the remake. Astrobot has Demon Souls and Bloodborne. Alundra is pretty good. I feel like its story content could have been condensed. It gets real wordy sometimes. The story is also like pretty dark. It's kind of a downer of a story a lot of the time. And sometimes it's really frustrating to know where to go in Alundra. I really can't fault anyone who chooses to play that one with a walkthrough. With a walkthrough handy, because it gets really obtuse sometimes. I found my way through it without looking anything up, but there were a couple nights where I spent a few hours doing nothing. And it wasn't entirely my fault. And I'd admit it if it was, because there's nothing I like more than telling stories about how I was dumb. There's nothing I love more than telling stories about how dumb I am when I play video games. I've got more games for my PS5 than I'll ever play, Malachite says. Yeah, I'd probably invest. I'm not really a PC guy either, but if I had like $700 to burn, I would like to buy a new console with. I would probably put it toward a PC instead and make the transition. Because it seems like I would get more for my money that route. At that price point. And I'm a big console guy, you know, like I don't mind paying a few $100s for a console, but that's steep to the point where it'd be hard for me. But you know, if you got the money and that's the way you want to go for it. Yeah, and I completely get that, Malachite. I'm not sort of like I'm not trying to make an argument against it at all, because I'm very much comfortable on consoles myself, so like I understand that too. But that's that's just a price point I can't personally rise to. Concord? I think someone told me about that. Oh. Well, I never know what's going on. Welcome in, Valak. Thank you for joining us. PS5 plans are beyond finalized before Concord ever released. Came and went in the span of a snap of fingers. What? PS5 Pro is an uber niche product for professional gamers and video files. No one else needs it. The base model isn't going anywhere. And the PS4 Pro had a very small adoption rate. I don't know. I can't really weigh in, Malachite. I don't know enough about. I don't really know enough about like the business and the like specs of all the things or whatever. But you know, I'm not up in arms about it. It doesn't. You know, it can be whatever price they want it to be with whatever features they want it to be. I'm not in a hurry to adopt that generation anyway. So now if the Switch 2 launches with a $700 price tag, then I'll start flipping tables. I'll never not giggle at the phrase professional gamer, Lightbane says. I mean, there are a few people out there you make that. There are a few people out there seem to make a good living at it. Well, I mean, it seems that you know the internet runs pretty wild over all kinds of things. So. I'll never reach that level unless I win the lotto, Angela says. Oh, I got so lucky. Did you see that? There's no reason that should have missed. That 100, I deserve to be toast right now. And now I'm toast. I really wanted that to be, I really wanted that to be the winning attempt. Not even because I want this to be over with, which I do, but just because of that absurd little piece of luck that I got. It would have been nice if that had happened in the winning attempt. Alright, have I bothered with changing my stuff around at all? I like all those things. I'm not going to change anything. Not right now, anyway. Best I can do as amateur gamer, I might level up to average gamer. A lofty pinnacle, to which I also aspire. Yeah, I'd settle for mediocre gamer. Tonight I definitely feel like garbage bin gamer. Mix things up just a little bit for a few attempts before we go back to the usual. Remember to eat your leafy green vegetables, Frownie. Remember to eat your leafy green vegetables, Frownie. Yeah. So because the arena's poison, the effect of the poison is my health is constantly going down, and the boss's health is constantly going up. The poison heals her. I don't know if I want anything green in that green arena, Juker says. It's hard to argue with that. It's pretty gnarly in there. It seems unfair. It's pretty brutal. I mean, I'm sure that there's Dark Souls geniuses out there that like come to this boss and are like, oh, I know exactly what to do, and they beat it first try. But for me, who's operating at 1% brain capacity, it really seems not cool. I know exactly what to do, Chozo says. Chozo's one of those wizards. Chozo has the Dark Souls galaxy brain. Name a more iconic duo than FromSoft and Poison Swamps. When all you do is play these games for like 5 years straight, with the odd exception, you learn everything, Chozo says. I mean, me, I didn't even learn how to plug the HDMI cable into the PlayStation 3. Everyone who was here on Wednesday night learned I didn't even learn how to charge my controller. There are people that only play Souls-like games. I was almost like that at one point in time. There's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with specializing in a type of game that you really love. I mean, I very nearly play only platformers or licensed trash games. You know, I'm actually pretty narrow in what I play if you look at it from the right angle. I'd buy Dark Souls Remastered on Steam, but it's always too expensive. The chance of me playing this series are slim to none, Angela says. That's surprising to me. I feel like older games on Steam usually get pretty steep discounts after a while, right? But I don't know, maybe when they're mega popular, it's tougher to catch them. Usually goes on sale twice a year, Chozo says. That particular move hadn't been damaging me before, but come on, she's supposed to get staggered. I got cheated. I got cheated. She usually gets staggered at about a third damage. FromSoft developed the first full 3D dungeon crawler on console. Is that King's Field game that I hear about sometimes? It's terrible. It's really dated and slow. Okay. Is it a Japanese exclusive game? Kingsfield, U.S. Okay, so that's the one. I was gonna say people always people tell me a lot that I should play Kingsfield. They probably mean the U.S. one. Excuse me. I've heard a lot that I should check out Kingsfield, but since I don't really do a whole lot of emulation, oh no, I wasted a Estus. Well, this is gonna be a bad attempt. Oh, yeah, since I don't really do a whole lot of emulation, I think I'm pretty priced out of that game. Quick. No, why did that have to grab me now? And follow up with something that won't let me drink. Awful. I can hardly recommend Kingsfield 4. I haven't played it yet, but I want to. They're harder than Souls games? Oh, please no, Chozo. If you want to play a modern Kingsfield as an entry, you can always try Lunacid? Lunacid? I don't know. I don't really have a lot of experience with dungeon crawler type games. I don't know if that's a genre that I really... Have I ever played anything that's a dungeon crawler? I don't know. It's from the person that made Spooky's House of Jump Scares. Definitely scratch that itch by being just close enough, Lightbane said. "14 FPS. Now you're speaking my language. That's a Nintendo 64 type frame rate right there. Oh, I was mashing the drink button and it still didn't happen fast enough. Oh. They run kind of horrible for sure. People called me a madman. Why not play with 30 or 60? Why not? Why would you? You know, I have a big, beautiful flat screen right over there, but I'm choosing to play this on my old box TV. uh, I don't need to read the text and the numbers. Will you do something else? So annoying. So annoying. Just 100% of the times. If I use an item, I'll be dead before I can even attack. I really think that using an item should just insta-kill me and not waste all of our time. It should just every item just send me back to the bonfire. If I try to give myself any advantage, it never works. Oh, it's disgusting. Stay the course. Change nothing. Sabotage another attempt from the start with a green blossom. Or don't. Oh, I couldn't get far enough away. Oh, if only that had missed. That was a waste of a flask for sure. Victory! Let's go! No one thought I could do it. I didn't think I could do it. The impossible has been achieved. Let's go. Worst boss in the game defeated. Oh my goodness. It's over. Oh my goodness. It's finally over. Let's go. Oh. Oh, we finally did it. We finally did it. Want to know how to make that fight easier? Yeah, sure. I'll take a piece of useless advice. Thank you for holding back, Teddy. I appreciate the restraint. But yeah. I won, Chozo. I thought maybe the poison could be removed. I did suspect that. I should have called it out. I should have said something about it. I did have that thought in the back of my mind. I'm glad I didn't, though. I'm glad I did it the hard way. Alright, hold back, Teddy. You're telling me way too much. Now, come on. That's way too much. I don't want the details. I do very much appreciate wanting to share things, but yeah, just the general, just the vague general is all I need. I'm so glad you beat that boss. I was scared you're gonna be there forever. I knew it would happen eventually. Eventually I would get, like, the right luck, the right rhythm. I just needed some particular attacks to happen in sequence. It's next to impossible to stumble onto the poison drain unless you really like the mechanic this game added that the devs were so proud of. Alright, so I might not know what... I probably don't... I feel like I might not know what mechanic you're... Well, I don't understand what you mean by that, but I may not know the mechanic even exists, so thank you for, thank you for keeping that vague. That fight without draining the poison is a challenge itself.
As it has so many others.
Yeah, easier and online. Yeah, because there'll be 300 messages near it, and that's why I had to turn the online off with Dark Souls 1, is because the moment one of those messages, because I already wasn't reading the messages, but the moment one of their locations spoiled an invisible wall for me, that was it. I couldn't take them anymore. I was very displeased. And some of them you can't even turn off. There's a message from the devs that spoil an invisible bridge in Dark Souls 1, and that had me fuming. I'm still mad about that they spoiled that. Alright, I'd just spend it on... I'll spend it on Vitality first. I haven't done a Vitality upgrade in a little while. And these other ones, I will spend on arrows, because I have not bought arrows in a long time.
Oh, I'd given you up for dead. Almost had me worried, really.
Spoiled, precisely. You know me, the back of the box is spoilers to me. I don't want any information. I'm a madman.
I'll be around if you make it back.
I purposely didn't read any of the tombstones out in the tutorial area because I didn't want any of the mechanics explained to me by the game itself. When at first I skipped that area entirely. I didn't know it was a tutorial, I just skipped it. But I went back there later to explore, and I read one of those messages and found out that they give you instructions, and so then I broke them all on purpose without reading the rest of them. Because there's nothing I like more than to just poison every attempt I have at success. Chozo says I knew about it from day one because it was leaked online. Alright, let's, I'm gonna explore just a little bit beyond that arena, but we are going to, we are gonna probably be wrapping up fairly soon, but I do want to, I do want to explore. We're gonna go a little bit into overtime, because I want to see what's up ahead here a little bit. This is already raised? Alright, let's see what it's going. Best elevator? Uh-oh. Something going on in the ceiling up there. Oh, wow. Iron Keep. This place looks cool. I thought this was a person. This little pillar here. Although that was cool. Cool. Ah, bonfire. Alright, can I get that? Oh! uh... No, I didn't mean to sit at the thing. I meant to pick up my... I don't think I even have any souls, though. Pick them up anyway. Alright, so I'm not going to pick that up for a little while. Although, I think I actually have a thing that will let me... Yeah. Didn't that say... Fire defense? Oh, that's a big increase. That's good. Yeah, that worked well. I'm getting that item. I think I have a thing that makes me... Yeah. I got it! And it's a humanity, too. Tomorrow I'll go through the VOD and clip you beating the boss. Hey, thank you, Chozo. Yeah, it definitely will. So I do archive things on YouTube, and I have been posting, like, I clip out the boss fights from most of the games we play, and they're being published on the main YouTube channel. And all of the, was it worth it? Yeah, it was worth it because I set a goal and I achieved it, and that sense of self-satisfaction is always pays off. Yeah, that's like a elevator thing. I'll probably come back from there later. I hope a big scary monster doesn't swoop down and eat me while I feel very vulnerable when I'm in an open area like this. Okay, those guys are kind of chumps. Cows are important. Doesn't matter. Got the key. Doesn't matter. I've not found a key in a very long time. I've found 100,000 million locked doors, but I haven't found a key in a very long time. Iron key opens an iron door. Makes sense. Yeah, the fire and lava are pretty brutal. They got a way of, really trivializing my old health bar. I remember dealing with fire and lava in the first Dark Souls game. I remember there being fiery areas. I feel like, well, I don't know. I think that I was able to get through them a little. I was able to survive the fire a little longer in Dark Souls 1, but it's been so long, I'm not sure. I do know that I had a whole bunch of armor that, I had a whole bunch of fireproof armor eventually in Dark Souls 1, so I really trivialized it. And I don't know if that exists in this game, and don't want to know, unless I find it. But I suspect probably eventually I'll have a good way of dealing with the fire, because I did last time. But who knows? Maybe they know I'll expect that. And enjoy drinking my frustrated tears later on. Orange charred ring. I wouldn't have remembered what it was called. Alright, so there's probably a boss over there. Wow, I'm gaining souls really fast here. These guys, for like as wimpy as they are, should give me a lot of souls. There's a lot of options to explore. Lockstone, nice. Wonder where I'll waste that. Oh. Oh, hi.
What? Who are you? Who, me? I'm Magarold. Who else? What? Have a look at my wares.
Incense. Oh, well, I found the outfit I need to wear. A full set of jester's clothing? That's exactly what I need. Like, that should be my mandatory uniform. Got one humanity to sell? Oh, nice. He sells these infinitely. That'll be cool. Old wood carving that says hello. Thank you. I'm sorry. These are probably useful for online stuff. Oh, cool. He's got a branch, too. Okay, I should buy this for sure. Except I don't know where I want to use it. I'll buy it anyway. That'll be good to have.
I'm mainly a treasure hunter, you see. Mainly a merchant on the side. A room about, looking for a find, following me instincts. I don't care what a thing's worth. What matters is whether it grabs me. Do I enjoy what I do? Well, that's a good question. I suppose I must. I've been doing it for ages. There's good iron in these parts. An old king even used it to build a castle. But the thing was too heavy. It slowly sank into the ground. Fire spouted from the earth, and the place turned into this. At least, that's what I've been told. Not a bad story, eh? So, what'll it be? Anything for you today? Hey, you know that old fella with the hulking blue sword?
I do.
He talks really highly of it. I got a feeling it's a fake. I didn't want to disappoint him, so I just sort of talked around it. Let me just say, there are lots of legendary swords out there. Have you heard of the shrine on the eastern edge of Drang Lake? Built to honor the dragons, they say. If only I knew how to get there. I'd go and I'd count it for goodies. I'm mainly a treasure hunter, you see. Mainly a merchant on the side. A room about, looking for a find, following me instincts. I don't care what a thing's worth. What matters is whether it grabs me. Do I enjoy what I do? Well, that's a good question. I suppose I must. I've been doing it for
Okay, I think his dialogue's repeating now.
good iron in these parts.
Yeah.
Like Lee.
Alright.
Hey, where are you off to?
Oh, and my luck, he'll probably be gone next time I, You know, I don't have any money left. Oh, but I probably have stuff in my pocket. Hang on. Everyone I come across, as soon as I leave, they disappear, so... Let me double check, because if he's got anything I want to buy, I better buy it now, because who knows where he'll be in the future. Like Gavlon.
You've quit.
I do want to buy these jester clothes, but I'd never wear them. Yeah, I don't want those things. Repair powder. Go ahead and buy that. And I guess I'll just buy a couple of these. I want the fire thing, but I don't know. I just hope he'll be here later. Probably won't. If he's not, I won't be too upset. No, I don't think I ever came across those carvings in Dark Souls 1. They're not familiar to me at all. Oh, what am I doing? Look at this door. This door is like super on fire. When I open this, I'm gonna burst immediately into flame. Also, I just remembered I didn't re-equip my bow. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's gonna take forever. Let's not do it. Let's not do it like that. Yeah, I'm not going down there. Oh. You know, there might just be a lever immediately next to me. Could we chill with the arrows, please? I had the drink in my mouth. You. Hey, Buddha Fingers, welcome in. You're actually here right at the end, Buddha. We've gone a bit into overtime, but I think I'm going to take the opportunity of that death to call it a night for tonight. So I'm sorry to run away just as you get here, my friend. But, you know, normally I would have been gone about 20 minutes ago. I beat a boss tonight, Buddha. I beat that awful snake lady in the poison vat. And I did it without even knowing I could have drained the poison and made life easy. Just the way I like. But thank you for being here tonight, everybody. Hope you've had a good time. I know it was a slow and painful night, but we got a victory out of it. We got a nice victory out of it. So I feel it was all worth it for me, at least. Hopefully I'll get to see you again real soon, my friends. Next week we're going to play Pizza Tower. We'll do Dark Souls 2 on Wednesday and Friday. And Nightmare on Elm Street on Thursday. I think it'll be Pizza Tower Monday, Tuesday. Dark Souls Wednesday, Friday. And Nightmare on Elm Street Thursday is my tentative plan for the schedule. Just keep in mind, I could have to cancel for unexpected reasons. So keep a close eye on the Discord so you don't get too thoroughly disappointed if I can't make it. So my life gem strategy, I realized after about 3 hours was a trash strategy, and I just went back to using my Estus flasks. And if I can make a stream happen on Sunday, we'll do Jump King and Punch Out on Sunday. But that's kind of up in the air. Good night, Frownie. Good night, Angelus. Thank you for the GG, Buddha. Yeah, I wasted several hours thinking that life gems would be the key to my success, and then eventually one of the runs in one of the runs, I ended up using my flasks just sort of by accident, and I was like, oh, this is way better. So I abandoned the life gems, but it wasn't until after wasting a lot of time with them. I'm gonna send this over to Sark. He's achievement hunting in a game I don't recognize, but it looks very much like Resident Evil. It's called Haunting Ground. Looks very Resident Evil in style. So, GG's. Thank you for the GG, Teddy. Thank you again, Angelus and the Juker, for the raids tonight. And everybody, one more time, thank you for keeping me company. It was rough. I really appreciate you sticking with me through those rough times. And hopefully I will be lucky enough to enjoy your company again next week. Be well until then. It's time for us to head out. Let's go on an adventure.